on the screen to indicate to me that we're live.
Yes, right there.
It's live. It just said it. So yeah, no, the
live.
last time we were live on YouTube, we got kicked off because we were watching Howard the Duck, and there's just feathery,
yes,
erect nipple duck bits all over the screen. And so if YouTube has any kind of issue with that or discussion of it, we're out of here in 3, 2, and we're out.
Yeah, well, just hide your duck breasts and we'll be fine. Or, I'm sorry, duck tits. That's what it was. It was duck tits.
Those were not breasts. Those were not. Why did they have them? They're not mammals. They're ducks. God damn it.
Haven't we been saying that in all our shows? Why does this alien species that is clearly either reptilian or bird-like having what's going on over there?
That's my other monitor. It's really bright.
Aziz light?
Let me inform my family that I'm fucking recording now.
Nice. Oh, hi, Doug. How are you doing? Insert sad question here. Nice. So a quick question for y'all, because I don't know if you deal with this, and I'm saying this just to remind people who we are. I Grindr and Scruff, you get the usual no face pick profile type thing, and they talk to you and you're like,
a lot of time on those apps, but yeah.
I don't know if there's an equivalent for y'all, so this is why I'm asking. So I deal with that a lot. Hey, everybody coming in. I deal with that a lot, and so yesterday some dude had shared, just as his profile pic, had a picture of his cat with a Captain America scarf.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know what's worse.
Look, that sounds adorable.
Yeah.
But that sounds like an OkCupid picture. not a hookup app picture.
Yeah, so that was my question. Do y'all deal with crap like that? Is that a thing?
I haven't dealt with a dating app in years.
Right.
Yeah.
Girl, how's it going? I've seen a few of your posts, Scotty. How's it going?
Cardi.
This one with the bye. I'm like, I was being so sweet to him. I'm like, I hope you had a good night. Whatever. Right. Sweet dreams. He's like, thanks. Also, it says that you're bi. So have you ever had a threesome? I'm like, okay, yes. Good morning to you too. Okay. That was our second time talking. He just went straight into that one.
That's fucking ridiculous. I saw a TikTok. Hold on, real quick, just for Doug.
There's a flirkin. There's Boomer, the owner of our shows.
The boss here. Anyway, I saw a TikTok actually just before we hopped on here. A lady was saying that she has a rule for first dates, which, will you stop? She aggressively cleans my arm. This arm is going to look 10 years younger than the rest of my body.
Maybe I should have hooked up with that cat. No, I'm kidding.
I saw a lady had a TikTok saying she's got a rule for first dates, which is the "we are strangers" rule. And so if it's somebody that you've just only spoken to on a dating app or something, that's a stranger you have never met before. Yeah. So when you get together for your first date, if they ask you shit that you wouldn't ask a stranger, like, hey, so have you ever had a threesome? I see that you're bi. Now you have zero respect for boundaries.
Yeah.
Look, for you, it's different, Chris. For us, we might die, okay? Say it. So there's zero respect for boundaries. There's little understanding of social norms and decorum are out, etc. We are strangers rule.
And the openers I had yesterday, his first message to me was like, "Oh, make love to me." That's
no.
That was his opening sentence.
I mean, it sounds more respectful than "come fuck me."
Oh no, yeah, well, of course. At least it was a very.
But that's what he typed first.
Yeah,
and then he was like, "No, I gotta treat her like a lady.
I gotta class this up a little bit."
Make love to me.
Emily says, "Wait, Divas presented by Boomer, not Titania." No, we're still owned by Titania. And speaking of which, y'all, are we ready to just jump right into it? Because I got a cool little video thing. I don't know. Ready?
Do you want to wait a couple of minutes? Give people the 5-minute window or so?
It's 5:04. I mean, do you want me to wait a minute? We've never done this live thing before, Stephanie. So how about you tell me what to do?
We have done this live thing before, but we got kicked off of YouTube.
Because again, the duck tits.
Because
I get
again,
it.
the
was
duck
too-
tits.
it was
duck
too-
tits.
the
I mean,
tits
you
was
think
too
it was duck
crunchy.
tits. I think that they were personally offended by us.
I like the idea it was duck tits. That's
I'm
my.
really looking forward to an influx of Chris Pratt fanboys. I think they're going to spice
I
things
mean,
up for us.
is that what it was? Like, did you guys like get reported and shit?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. So it
Because can they report you like on YouTube when you're live?
well, it was an internal Patreon event. So people would have to pay $5 a month by going to patreon.com/Divas podcast and going and submit the
And
credit card.
then I think they would.
What you
You know
did.
what? I believe they would just.
Okay, see? Look, there, we vamped. Go ahead and do your thing, bitch.
All right. See, we're like a real show now. Hey,
What if we
everybody.
came back and I was gone, and it was just Boomer sitting here. I was tempted.
That
I was
would
tempted
fuck
to,
me
duck
up.
out real quick.
But we would
Scared
keep going with the show. Boomer would have a lot to say, like meow and purr and that kind of stuff,
And lots of no functioning brain cell stares. Today was her turn with the collective ginger cat brain cell, but they skipped her. So
Oh, that's so sad. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. We are going to be talking, in a week where we get a Star Wars episode like Andor that was very provocative, shall we say, and also an entire animated series. Naturally, we're going to talk about Marvel.
because we are on top of
no
it with
Andor
our branding.
feet this time. So yeah.
I'm still traumatized by that episode, so I can't talk about
Because
it
you're
without
not
starting
a
to
foot
cry.
fetishist. That's the
Yeah.
thing. The foot fetishists were all over that episode.
All over. That.
Okay, I do have to say
Porn
one thing.
from
I was
top to
so
bottom.
traumatized by that episode. I couldn't enjoy the steam shower scene with Andy Serkis of all people. Like, hello,
Yeah, we were so close, but there's no bare ass in Star Wars.
no bare ass in Star Wars.
Disappointment.
This close. It's okay.
But yeah, Stephanie, would you like to intro the show?
I would love to.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to The Divas Unleashed, the visual media companion piece to both of our podcasts, Dark Side Divas for Star Wars and Marvelous Divas for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. My name is Stephanie. I'm the aggressively color-coordinated woman half of the show. Who the fuck are you guys?
Hey, everybody. I'm Chris. I am that homo body yada 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 sexual. And everybody, Captain America fucks.
He does.
Yes, he
He
does.
does.
And Kylie, what about you?
And I am your resident Star Wars tia. Nerdy, thirsty, simping,
Mhm.
and the Hulk also fucks in his Hulk form apparently. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to have to briefly
What'd I
foray
miss?
into that.
What I miss?
I mean,
Wait, the ending?
the
When
She-Hulk? Yeah.
The
He has a
She-Hulk,
son?
Yeah.
Oh,
He has a son.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm so prepared for this episode, you guys. So prepared. So real quick, Doug says we're not allowed to talk about Andor because he hasn't seen the episode yet.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's fair. This is supposed to be a Marvel thing. You should probably stop.
Yeah.
Or else we'll, Doug, get off the internet.
I know, right? Doug, how have you
Not really
avoided
much
any
to say,
spoilers?
but, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're here to talk about Marvel Phase 4 Disney Plus shows, which has been a saga in and of itself. It started off on January 15th, 2021 with WandaVision, and it ended officially with She-Hulk, though there's some questions about the werewolf show and whatnot. But, we're going to be talking about specifically WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, Season 1, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, and of course She-Hulk, like I just mentioned. So, first question to y'all, how much do we love these shows?
girl. So I was like, I wasn't sure because you told me this was going to be Phase 4, and I was like, fuck, what all is Phase 4? Because there's so much content. And I was like, Google Marvel Phase 4. I forgot that it goes all the way back to WandaVision. Because that seems like that was like 9 years ago.
Yeah.
It's so much time. We've covered so much ground and there's been so much. Hulk does smash, that's correct.
Very hard.
There's been so much since. And like, I fucking love these shows. I haven't met, like, I've liked all of them for different reasons on differing levels, but there's not a one of them I don't like.
Yeah.
What do you think, Patty?
I love that they all have a different tone, different, storyline, and different just the way it was done. Like, they're all not either serious or funny or, it's just everything is so different, and it keeps you captivated, it keeps you entertained, and okay, so now we got this, now we're gonna get the more serious tone, now we're gonna get the more teenager vibe, and then like ending with She-Hulk was so perfect on such an amazing, light tone, especially calling out, all the misogynistic fanboys it was beautiful. I will say that Moon Knight was just so well, I wasn't picking all of them, but just Moon Knight was just something with him.
That was another level.
Like,
yeah.
I
saw an interview with Jessica Gao, who was Jessica? Yes, Jessica Gao, who was one of the writers for She-Hulk. And the interviewer was like, so what was it like setting up the toxic fan base as the bad guy for the season and then watching that play out exactly as you predicted over the course of the season? And she was like, we wrote that 3 years ago, right? 3 years ago, they predicted, note perfect, beat for beat, exactly what the reaction from the toxic side of the fan base was going to be, and so that's why they cast them on this like extra meta level as the bad guys, and that was so fucking brilliant. And she's like, on the one hand, how fucking exhausting and boring are they? Because they're that predictable.
As predictable, exactly. Yeah.
But she's like, on the other hand, the troll in me was just like,
But that's one of the most interesting pre-production aspects of all these shows. COVID happened right in the middle, and it caused a lot of interruptions. So I was reading that like possibly certain movies were supposed to be out well before certain shows, and they had to like last minute shuffle some things around, which I still don't know I couldn't find information what exactly they changed. But She-Hulk was like, the scripts were done 3 years ago.
And Black Widow part of that shuffle?
Black Widow, all the movies were part of the shuffle.
Yeah, the movies definitely got shuffled.
Yeah, supposedly Doctor Strange was supposed to come out before Spider-Man, and so they changed a few scenes in both the movies to accommodate for that. And I have to wonder what the impact was on the Disney Plus shows too, because some of them seem to move the needle forward for the whole meta plot, like Loki, for example. I know Doug says he's not a fan of Loki, and the Loki self-cest was weird. I hear you on that. I'm not going to say no, though, to Loki sandwich at all. But I'm
a Game of Thrones House of the Dragon fan, and
so brothers and sisters having sex, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I disagree with labeling it as self-cessed. I think they were not. They grew up completely unaware of each other. These people are not siblings. Like,
I didn't see it like that either. I don't see it because they have very two different people. I mean,
right? They grew up in completely different galaxies. I don't see it as that. I see it as, now there's other reasons it's problematic. Like, it's extremely narcissistic. To just the one person you can finally love is yourself. It's not only narcissistic, it's a little on the nose as far as a message for the show. But yeah, I don't agree that it's self-cessed, but I respect the opinion of the people who do think of it that way and are weirded out by it. Like, that's legit.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. So I have to ask the question. I know it's gonna be hard. I agree. I love them all too. But which one's your favorite?
WandaVision.
Oh wow, that was quick. Why WandaVision?
Grief. The way that it handled the concept of grief. Look, a lot of shit goes down in the MCU, and nobody takes the time for like downtime or trauma or processing or anything. And I feel like WandaVision did a really good job of showing what happens when you do that.
Yeah.
when you don't fucking process. And look, I would like "What is grief but love persevering" tattooed on my heart. That line,
That
like,
line
I
is
had to pause
everything.
the show and cry, because we've had some losses. Like, I think that came out right after my grandfather passed from COVID. So like it hit me at the right time, and it really spoke to me. I really identified with Wanda and her like scrambling to hold together some semblance of a reality that she enjoys, when the real reality is not going to match that. And it was really, that one really hit me.
Yeah.
Everything else after that was just trying to meet that bar. Now they came close, some of them passed it, but WandaVision will always be right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Kylie, what about you?
I think I'm gonna say Ms. Marvel was my favorite.
So good.
So good. Not only because the lighter tone and but also because of the whole family dynamic and being introduced to this new culture that we were able to learn, and then the serious tone of the what's it called, the partition that not
Oh,
many people
right.
do. That I think that episode is one of my favorites ever, where the grandma with the how she met her husband and how everything happened with the partition and stuff. I think that was beautifully done. It was very emotional and obviously sad. And so I love that. I love because I always love learning about these seeing on screen these this type of representation of different cultures, of different
Right.
countries and everything. So that was the thing. And just because also I got to see myself with my family in that family, because
Right.
the whole immigration experience and stuff. So that was really cool. So yeah.
Yeah, Ms. Marvel is my favorite for exactly the same reason. I've been blessed with the opportunity to work with people all over the world. I have a lot of former coworkers, now friends, that live in the Middle East and parts of Asia in Muslim-heavy communities. And the stories they told me about their children sitting down to watch Miss Marvel because they were able to was just warmed my heart so hard. I am so proud of Marvel for making Miss Marvel.
Right.
And it really touched me deeply. Though WandaVision does have my favorite moment thus far. The reveal of Agatha is still my favorite.
Slay.
I love her. But yeah, for me, it's so interesting to me how just Marvel has gone all in. They don't hesitate with investing deeply in these shows anymore. They know that it's just as important to tell really profound stories in these shows as well as the movies. And I don't know, I was thinking about this the other day. I kind of feel like the Disney Plus stories are better than the movies lately.
Yeah. Because they can take the time.
Yeah, they can take the time.
The movies have to rush through it. Like Multiverse of Madness was madness on so many levels.
Yeah. That's
so
the one thing.
much
I mean, I
to
liked
do.
the movie, but it felt like you were like all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was everywhere.
that's exactly what it was. They were jumping from everywhere to everywhere. But
I do feel like the Disney Plus format, the show format, is doing more of a service to the stories they're trying to tell.
yeah.
And back to Miss Marvel, I had a very ugly American perspective on the partition. Like, it was a word, but I didn't know what happens. But everything about that show, like it tells you the story with the partition from an extremely personal point of view, and it was so good and so compelling. And then to have that story seated in this incredibly lush, beautiful, delicious looking, everybody was eating all the time in that show. It was everything was just so tasty. That show brought joy back to the MCU, which was something that had been lacking before Infinity War. We ran out of joy in the MCU, and that show brought it all back. So good.
Yeah, and Miss Marvel is pure joy. Quite frankly, I'm just impressed how stylistically each show is different. Like, for example, Hawkeye is now going to forever be in my rotation around Christmas time.
Oh, yes.
I'll skip the musical part because I'm sorry, I'm not a musical person.
No, I love it.
I'm not a musical
I want front row seats to Rogers the Musical. I could do this all day.
Yeah, and I'll answer this. Answer this next question first. But was there a character, like a new character in these shows that surprised you the most? For me, it was Ethan Hawke's Arthur. What a villain! I did not see that coming at all, and I know in the multiverse anything is possible. I would love to see more of him. What about y'all?
New character?
Like new character?
Oh, for me, it was I think Kong. I mean, you know the.
Oh, I
the
mean,
man,
Yeah.
my future husband.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I just love that. No, it's just the way he came in and he did that character. It was just so enigmatic and like so captivating and oh my god, I don't know. It was just the whole thing, his whole attitude when he was doing it, the way he could change like from being such a, you know, he was being so playful and then to just getting serious all of a sudden. Like all that, it was just so great. I loved it.
And that's the nice version.
That's the
And
nice
the moment
version.
when he was like, oh, I think we just passed the. I'm like, you are out of your mind.
Yeah.
No, that guy was a
Yeah.
lot. New characters. I love Kamala Khan. That's her name, right?
Yeah.
My brain
Yeah,
just
Kamala.
told me.
Kamala.
No, Kamala. Thank you.
Yes.
She's just. I don't. She makes my heart happy.
Mm-hmm.
Like of all the new characters, like she makes me smile, and there are days when finding a smile is really hard, and so having a character like that, knowing that a character like that exists, is amazing. And I would throw hands for her in a heartbeat. Anybody says shit about her,
Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
I
absolutely.
adore her.
So we have our first "damn it, Doug" moment. I'm only asking this because Kari is here. Since Wong is the new Coulson, do you think he will die in one of the new Avengers movies? God damn it, Doug.
No, Wong is this is a Wong verse now. He's in everything. Like you can't get rid of him.
No.
Wong's
But
gonna
then
die.
they would be the assholes to like be like, all right, well now he
Yeah,
has
but
to
he's
go.
gonna die. Yeah.
Wong's gonna die. Yeah,
God damn
because
it.
he's goddamn amazing.
Yeah, of course he is.
So yeah, but of course he's gonna die.
He's there. That's what they're probably building up, like getting us so used to him, seeing him all the time,
Yeah.
everywhere, just to be like, Kong
Yeah,
came and
she
just
like commented on it. She's like, I know, you want to see Wong. I do want to see Wong. I want
do,
Wong to
yeah.
get his own offshoot show with Madison.
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 With a
But not
Y,
with me.
two N's.
Lord, love her. I want them to have. I just want to like watch them watch TV and mix drinks. That's what I want.
And get drunk together, and that could be a sitcom show. I would be here for it.
You know what show I think doesn't get enough love from Phase 4 is Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I agree, 100%.
It gets forgotten a lot, and I think it's because that show is so transitional. Like it's showing the evolution of what's going to become the machines behind the scenes later. Like we don't have S.H.I.E.L.D., but we do have this island of sorry collection of single fathers. Fun to say though. But yeah, I think that because that show didn't have like this is the bad guy. Like, It didn't have,
But I like
time
that
control
they
shit.
also tackled like a complex issue.
Mhm.
Oh, effortlessly.
It's not one side or the other. There's issues in all sides, and there's
Right.
good things that are being messed up from one to the other. It wasn't just like you said, just this bad guy and this is the good guy, and that was it. And then tackling the whole thing of having to deal again with your PTSD, with your traumas, like Bucky and Sam did, and talking it out and stuff, and then the black man experience, the black community experience,
Right.
how they
Yeah.
have to deal with that as well. So it was, I love that that we've been tackling all these issues, Marvel, because it's woke now, but I absolutely love
it was
this
never
how
woke
woke
before. It's
Nah.
only woke now.
Nah.
Yeah. Stan Lee totally didn't create the X-Men because he wanted to protest issues with diversity. But whatever.
But I think the thing that Falcon and the Winter Soldier deals with is like that. I think makes people sort of forget about it. Is it's dealing with logistics and bureaucracy. Like, yay, the heroes did a big hero thing and brought everybody back who's been gone for 5 years. What do you think that does?
After that,
Their social security numbers are like everything's back on. Like we have to put them somewhere. Like more people have been born in the last 5 years. People have moved around. Whole systems of society have adjusted for their absence, and now you've suddenly brought them back, and society can't take the strain. So they're having to deal with that, and so it's not as much fun as like, I make a glowy fist.
It kind of has like kind of a similar tone to Andor. We're seeing
it's like
all
street
that
level.
it's street level, and the bureaucracy, like the nitty gritty, like behind the scenes stuff. It's not just the big superhero thing or the big Jedi thing or stuff like that. So
I hear a boomer. That's amazing.
Come here. Oh my god.
How dare you not pay attention to Boomer?
The door is propped open for this bitch, so I don't have to be running up and down for her.
That's not good enough. Do you not know me?
Hello,
Boomer.
Hi, Boomer. Flirkin.
Doesn't say hello to me.
Flirkin.
Fucking pissed.
I was catching up on chats. Doug says maybe one will get resurrected and get a show that Chris will refuse to watch, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I haven't watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. either.
Thank you, yeah. We're besties. See, I can't trust Steph anymore with my heart because she made me watch Agent Carter, got me to fall in love with that show, and never bothered to tell me that show doesn't fucking end. Like it's just like it's over, but like there's no more episodes.
I needed to tell you that.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I'm still bitter about it.
2 seconds of actual research on that show, you would have found that out on your own.
I didn't want to get spoiled.
No, okay. But no, I tagged you in a comment on the TikTok. I don't know if you saw, because you ignore me on TikTok. But somebody pointed out that bitch. Okay, I'm telling you, she got skipped for the brain cell today. I love you. Shut the fuck up now.
Shut the fuck up now.
But no, somebody pointed out, we couldn't figure out where the fuck Fury got the goddamn helicarrier in Age of Ultron. That was actually handled on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Would you like to get down now? Shit. Anyway, that was actually something that happened in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay.
Phil Coulson and coordinated that with Maria Hill. So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is canon.
So, okay, we'll talk about that later. But that would also mean the showrunners of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had to coordinate something with he who shall not be named, creator of Age of Ultron. Which
not the creator, director and writer.
Director and writer.
Let's not write over Stan Lee here.
Oh, you're absolutely you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. I correct myself. The writer director of the movie.
That motherfucker.
That motherfucker. God. That was probably Kari. I don't know if you heard that episode. We've never been so angry. Without being angry at each other, I should clarify. Like Steph and I have definitely been angry at each other more, but like that it's such a contrast because I'm rewatching WandaVision right now, and I'm watching all these characters being treated with respect and dignity and stuff. And Age of Ultron, it's like, you're a woman, fuck you, or
you have two personality traits, and one of them is I love a man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you have tits and ass. That's
yeah.
That we're going to allude to
directly at them.
Yes, exactly. Focus.
Oh my god. Anyway.
So and on the topic of Falcon Winter Soldier, I think. Because WandaVision has had a movie come off that, which was Doctor Strange, I think the awesomeness of Falcon Winter Soldier will be realized when we get our next Captain America movie. Because so far and I can't wait for the trolls to get so upset that an African American man is going to be Captain America. I cannot wait for that rage. I'm going to feed off that.
He's so fucking perfect.
He's perfect.
He's amazing.
Sam Wilson as a character, from the first moment we meet him in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, is perfect for it.
Yes.
Like, he's 2 minutes into a conversation with Steve Rogers and he's like, so real quick, empathy and therapy? You want some empathy? I got empathy for you, man. And like, God, that's hot.
Yeah.
Hot.
And also it makes him a good person. God, that's hot.
Yes. Men learn. this hot.
I know, right?
Emotional
Right.
maturity is sexy as
Talk to me
So good.
empathetically. Ooh.
listen to me talk about my day, but like actually listen. Hey, so I'm reminded because my mug came back into view. And to clarify, this isn't my mug. This is my husband's mug. He wanted me to make sure you guys know that.
Okay.
This is his mug.
Clarified. Yes.
I would like to clarify his clarification. I bought this mug for me. And then I brought it home, and he claimed it. And I'm borrowing back my mug to do this. But no, this reminded me. So what do we think about the end of Miss Marvel? And now
Kari?
she's fucking...
Oh my God.
Still? Like, where'd she go? What happened? What's going on? Any thoughts?
So the I guess the bracelets are like some type of teleportation device, I guess, also, or something. But then how is that connected to Miss Marvel, to Captain Marvel though?
Like, I'm scared. I'm scared for her.
Yeah. Like, where did she go?
Like, where did she go? Like, was Captain Marvel flying at the moment?
Are we going to get like a multiverse blending of everyone who's got Marvel powers in a way? Somebody on the TikTok pointed out that because we know how the MCU likes to color code, right? And we lost our old color coding system because the Infinity Stones are now paperweights in the alternate time dimension, right?
Yeah.
Or wherever that the Authority. Time Authority? Is that what they're called?
TVA.
The TVA, yeah.
Time Variance Authority. But so the same blue that is on Miss Marvel's bracelet, her bangle, is the same blue that's on the 10 rings.
Okay. Yeah.
Looks an awful lot like the same blue. Looks an awful lot like the same blue that is on the devices that we see spinning around in the Quantumania trailer. What if that blue indicates quantum realm technology, quantum realm artifacts and devices?
That's
and that's going to be the new fucking
And then we still have that beacon
phase.
at the end of Shang-Chi that was going off too.
Right.
The beacon. So, like, I think that's all connected with the bangles and
I don't 100% remember that.
Yeah.
I like seeing
And oh man.
Man, Kamala is in danger, and I can't wait to see her in a movie. It feels like, it does feel like, when I was starting to watch these shows, I was worried that a lot of these shows were just going to be launching off points for movies, and in the movies is where the big stuff is going to happen. Mm-hmm. But like Loki, for example, that moved the dial pretty hard on what's going on with the universe. So they're definitely not just doing that. But I do feel like some of the shows do fall into certain buckets where some are going to move the dial forward in the whole meta plot, and others are just going to establish characters that are. It's looking like they're going to use them later, because we know for sure that my new husband Kane is the new big bad, and I'm going to struggle really hard to like root for Ant-Man, but like I'm not rooting for Ant-Man right now. Like,
look, I love Scott Lang.
No.
Really
I love Scott Lang.
Really looking forward to talking about Ant-Man on our podcast, because that's our next movie to talk about.
Right.
But that's gonna be rough. Do you think they're gonna make what's his name? The guy playing Kang, Jonathan
Myers?
No.
Majors? Oh no.
Oh
yeah.
God.
I just keep calling him Daddy.
Daddy, that's what I'm used to. So.
Jonathan Majors, which is such a manly name. How could we forget it? Jonathan
I know.
Majors. Okay, so we all saw the Men's Health photo spread and the videos associated with it, right? Like,
I studied it for scientific reasons. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yes, Doug. What if Kang kills Scott? I think it's a very real possibility.
I think that's what's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Are we starting to look for excuses already? Like that we should start making a list?
Do we think Jonathan Majors, with all that work that he's put in for, like, he's got the superheroist body I have seen out of, like, it's him and Hemsworth.
Yes.
This is a Chris Hemsworth level superhero
But he did that for
physique.
Creed too.
But is it for Creed?
Yeah.
I was really hoping it was going to be for Marvel.
Oh no, but I'm sure we're going to see it.
No, I think they're going to keep him in the robes the whole time. They're going to cover
tight
up.
robes. Like
I don't think there's
tight.
such a thing as tight rope.
Wait, does he need
Well,
anybody
tight-
to help him like wipe the sweat away off his body? Because I would volunteer.
No, did you see that video of the lady that was like oiling? That's her job, just oiling.
That's a legit
I-
thing. Yeah.
I want that job. How
Yeah.
do I get that job? What degree do I need to get that job? I'm going for it.
I used to work for a talent agency, and when our models would have to go on shoots and stuff, sometimes they needed somebody to oil them. So
There you go.
Vaseline.
Gotta go to work at a talent agency.
You
Yeah,
just
but how
gotta-
many people did you actually want to oil, Steph?
It was the models, Christopher.
Oh, all of them. Okay,
All of
never
them.
mind.
No. Basically, yes. Some of them were raging assholes, and I did not want to, but I still had to do my job. So,
Life is hard.
Yeah.
but no, I think you're right. Getting back to the point that you were making before I wandered into Jonathan Majors' abs.
That's,
Yeah, I think there are going to be. Yes, correct.
It does.
absolutely.
That massage therapy works.
Yes.
Sorry, that said it. Yes, it was.
But I think I'm almost seeing a shift where they handle like the more detailed story and the sort of all of the extra stuff where they can get into the nuance and the texture and everything of these characters in the shows.
Mhm.
And then the big climactic meat and potatoes moment happens in the movie, and then we're back to the shows. So the story can keep moving forward. And I think that seems to be something that they're doing. And I, for one, am here for it, and I support
Yeah.
that.
Because it's gonna be interesting because Ant-Man is gonna come out before Loki too, or be after.
Yes, I know. Secret Invasion is the next big MCU show that's coming for Disney Plus, and that's where I'm going to see my Nick Fury, my level one.
Because
my
it's gonna be
wonderful-
interesting that we get if it's after Ant-Man, it's gonna be interesting to see because we're gonna get Kong and then I guess more of the multiverse and the craziness with the quantum and stuff. So what is Loki then gonna be about afterwards?
So according to the internet, Quantumania comes out in February of next year. And Loki season 2 is summer of next year.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
we're
that's a
getting
big time.
Quantumania
So
first.
that's so I wonder what Loki's good because are they gonna be dealing with the aftermath of Kong or
I bet we see Loki in a post-credit scene on Quantumania.
probably
Oh man,
Got to get that hook in you. Just I keep watching.
okay, fine, I'm here.
I need Miss Minutes to come back. I loved her.
I love
Right?
She was
That's
my-
Tara Strong, right? It's the
Yeah,
best.
I know.
Yeah. Just saying.
So Doug says the last Phase 4 project is Guardians Holiday Special. I actually looked this up ahead of time, Doug. That is not true.
No, Wakanda Forever is the last one, right? Yeah.
Right. Guardians Holiday Special is just a weird James Gunn thing that they're gonna do.
It's gonna be so
Which-
stupid. I can't wait.
It's gonna be so dumb, and I can't wait for it. So
It's gonna be amazing.
I love those like the little Groot shorts that were like so
Right?
perfect. Oh my god.
Oh, can you believe people have problems with that? Like,
I don't
for-
understand.
For one
How?
thing, he's a baby tree.
Right.
Calm down. And for another, it was the main thing that they had an issue with was the part where he like for 2 seconds was dressed in drag. Like the one where he chia petted himself.
Oh my
He's
god.
like growing shit all over the place. And then he was like, I am Groot. And it was adorable.
It was like glorious. What are you talking
He
about?
looked
Oh my
amazing.
god.
But no, there were people who had a problem with that.
Of
Like,
course.
you don't need to see cross-dressing. My children are watching this. Yeah, well, your children are probably, gay.
Probably. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
and I hope they get away from you.
The words "holiday special" trigger a primal flight instinct for me, courtesy of Star Wars. You're not wrong about that, because holy shit.
I still haven't seen that. I was like, I'm not gonna.
Girl.
Oh, Kari,
It's
would you like to watch it with
terrible.
us in December? Because we're doing
Right,
that.
with you.
We're doing
oh, let's do it then.
No, we got to do a watch along. Absolutely,
Yes,
we
let's
gotta
do
a
it
watch along.
because I'm gonna be
Because
like,
I want to see, because the last time when we watched the Star Wars Holiday Special, we watched it separately, and then we
Yeah.
talked about it on the podcast. I want to watch it again so that I can see Chris's face every time. Every time. Lumpy? Is that the baby? Lumpy? Every time Lumpy makes a noise.
oh my god.
It wasn't even, that was a good Wookiee. His Wookiee voice is from hell. It is terrible.
awful.
But the problem, but the thing is, Steph, I know all the words to the music now. So guess who's going to be singing along to it?
You know what? You go ahead. You go ahead and embarrass yourself in public. I ain't here to stop you. I'm here to make money off of you.
You sound like my partner.
Hey.
Yeah. So I guess last key question. Secret Invasion's coming. Is there in a perfect world scenario? Is there a show you'd want to see from all the different Marvel characters we have? Is there we mentioned Madison Wong in a sitcom type show, but in a more serious tone, is there a show you want to see?
Well, there's one I want to see, but it ain't serious.
Which is?
I want to follow. We've talked about this before. I want to follow Scott Lang's crew.
Oh my God.
I think that's serious. No, I think that's serious.
And what's his name? I can't. Oh, I love them so much. I can't remember the names. The guy who's afraid of the Baba Yaga. All of them.
Yeah.
I want to watch them going through their ex-con trying to run a security agency life, and then accidentally, amazingly thwarting some kind of global terror plot or something. I just by being who they are, and every episode has a Luis monologue. I fucking love them, and I think that they could have a show. They could have their own show. It could be shorts. It could be like I Am Groot. I don't care. But give them back to me.
Yes, I would love that. You know who I would want to also kind of a follow on? What's his name from Eternals? And then his cameraman.
Oh.
Look at his name. What was it? Oh God, I forgot his name. Both their names I forgot. Luis, Kurt, and the rapper. Yeah, T.I. That's T.I. Yeah.
Give me the
Kingo. Yeah.
Kingo.
Kango. Yeah.
I don't remember his.
And then his assistant. Oh my God! Just going around and you see everything that he's filmed. You see the stuff that he has.
I need Bollywood dance rehearsals.
Yes, there you go. All of that. Throughout the years that he's lived, because he's been his great grandfather, and then he's been his great grandfather, and then he's been his own father, and then now he's him. Every single time.
For me, I mean, this is gonna be kind of obvious because I've been talking about her since She-Hulk. I need a Titania show, but I was thinking it would be really funny if it were a Real Housewives, Real World style reality show with Titania. Okay, so you can have other I don't want to call them mediocre, but less known superheroes have to be in the same building as her or the film with her, and all the drama that rolls out when they actually start to flip tables and shit. It's superheroes fighting, so they still get punched through walls and stuff.
Many superhero egos between them and stuff.
Oh my God, I would love that. Yeah. I want a lot of Eternals conversations. I loved Eternals. I thought it was such a well shot movie. I understand why people didn't like it because it had a different vibe, and there was a lot of characters.
And I know why a lot of people didn't like it. I don't understand why, but they didn't like that there was all these girls and people who weren't white in there. Yep. And so that was very difficult for some people to process.
They had to, their white counterparts had to share the spotlight with
Flambe King is onto something. I'm sorry, I'm being very rude. But this is Jimmy Woo going through all the superheroes crap. Jimmy Woo needs his own show.
Oh yeah.
Even Darcy?
With Darcy, yes.
Darcy needs her show. Darcy needs her own show.
Watch people's chat is what I need to do. It's very distracting.
And then somebody called out a Punisher show. I feel like the Daredevil show that's coming out is going to include everybody from the Netflix era.
It doesn't need to be everybody.
Yeah.
There's one they could leave out. Yeah. I'm not going to name any names.
The Iron Fist can stay home.
Iron Fist, yeah.
We don't need Danny Rand. If they want to include Colleen Wing as the Iron Fist, absolutely. If Danny Rand, fuck that guy.
Wow.
I need about that show.
I need me some Luke Cage. I need Luke Cage to come back. I loved him a lot. And that's my favorite Netflix show is Luke Cage. I love season 1 Luke Cage a lot.
Do you? Okay, season 1. Thank you.
Season 1.
Specify.
Season 2 was a little difficult.
I love Jessica Jones season 1. It was.
I love Jessica Jones so much.
All of the Netflix shows, their first season is fantastic. Mm-hmm. They didn't all have the oomph to carry it through, and I really think that Frank Castle is the one who carried Daredevil through to the end. to the finish line there. Like that was one thing that the Netflix shows didn't really have, was being able to keep that energy going for more than one season.
Yeah, I agree with that. It seems like so long ago that we were looking forward to Marvel shows on Netflix and thinking to ourselves, "Wow, there's gonna be Marvel shows on a streaming platform. How
amazing!
How interesting!" Yeah, and now here we are, and it seems I did watch a few Luke Cage episodes recently. They feel, I mean, great story, but so low budget compared to all the shows we're getting now, and it's just so interesting. Yeah. All right, y'all. So. As per Unleashed tradition, we like to play a little game on this show. And we're gonna do Fuck, Marry, Kill. And I've selected 3 characters. Now I left out King because
obvious reason.
the answer would be too easy. So, all right, Fuck, Marry, Kill, Agatha, Arthur Harrow, or Kingpin.
Ooh.
Yeah, I went there.
Okay.
Go, Cody.
For those of y'all in chat, go ahead and answer your give your answer too.
So I am. I'm gonna marry Agatha.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes.
It
I'm
was
gonna
from
marry
all along.
Agatha because she's just so sexy. I will be your slave, Agatha. I don't care. Man, bewitch me. I'm going to try and kill Kingpin because that motherfucker does not die. He got fucking bombed and he's still going. And I am definitely going to fuck Arthur because he is so pious right now, and I just want to take the crazy out of him from before he turned pious.
Wait, how does fucking him take the crazy out of him? Is that like an extraction?
I'll be like, you're gonna be like,
vaginal
you're making me do this.
Yeah. Is that how that?
Like he did, right? This is the whole Moon Knight magic thing.
Sure.
It's like this very American Gods right there.
Yeah.
Exactly. I would. Okay. That's very good. That's a good pick. So I've got mine. Okay. I'm fucking Agatha.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Out the gate.
That's what I'm
fucking Agatha. And I'm going to kill Harrow. Arthur Harrow's out. Look, that little of him walking in his glass-filled sandals? Absolutely not. I love Ethan Hawke. If you had said Ethan Hawke, all day.
Yeah.
Very stiff in this FMK, but Harrow can go the fuck out of here. No, he's got to die. I can't. Which means I'm marrying Kingpin, but let me tell you why.
Oh my!
Do you remember? I don't know if anybody's gone back and rewatched Daredevil lately, but watching the love story for him develop.
Oh yeah.
The way that she was his mafia queen, and he adored her and would have done anything. Move heaven and earth.
Yes.
For like that man right there. Absolutely yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, exactly. Collection of single fathers understands me.
The way he protects Vanessa, yes, please.
And also, if I could just, because once you're married, you get to climb that mountain anytime. Like it's just right there. And also, have you seen him make an omelet?
Oh yeah, I did see that video. That was hilarious.
You are right.
No. There are multiple episodes of Daredevil where we're just watching Kingpin make an omelet for like 20 minutes, and it's so captivating.
Yeah,
I need to rewatch the show. I don't remember that.
Yeah, you don't? Oh my god, it was just like it just showed his hands the whole time. And
it's hands. Magic. It's hands and cooking, and it's a beautifully made French omelet.
Like that's just female gaze right there.
Yeah, no, it's hot, and he's so huge. I just
we're not size queens here.
No, I just love him with a thick body and a mean mug, and he's got that going on. So yeah, no, I'm marrying Kingpin, I'm killing Harrow, and I'm fucking Agatha. And as soon as I survive it, I'll go home to my mafia husband.
He's a Spider-Verse Kingpin? Holy shit, that's
yeah, for sure.
No, Daredevil Kingpin, Netflix Kingpin. That's what I'm going for here.
Yeah, well, for me, I'm going to try to kill Kingpin. I don't want to be stuck in the mafia, and I feel like Kingpin's always going to get me in like dumb mafia trouble all the time. If if I want to get in trouble, I want it to be like Celeste. I want Kane to come for me and be like,
Don't.
in more ways than one.
That's why you took him out of the running, bitch. Don't go there.
Yeah. I would fuck Arthur Harrow. I feel like it's a one and done situation for me. The way he held that cane.
Just don't put
seriously?
Don't put him on sheets that you like, because the whole foot of the bed is just going to be bloody. I hate the shoe thing. I hate it.
I don't think we make it to the bedroom. I think it would be like a living room kitchen kind of situation.
Yeah, you could leave your shoes on and get even more tortured while you're
Yeah, and I would marry Agatha. I would claim the powers of darkness with her and live forever with her. And that sounds hot.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Create my I would have her create my own little imaginary, world, because
exactly.
And that's it. I'm living in paradise. I don't care. My little, virtual reality. Just leave me there with Agatha.
I'm trying to pet you.
Boomer is not having it.
He's like, no.
Yeah.
Like, you see this?
Yeah, she's trying to eat your finger off right now. That is amazing. Aw. Well, Kari, like, seriously, girl, it's been too long to talk to you.
Way too long. We need to do this more often. Definitely.
Yeah, we do need to do it more often.
You're doing the holiday special with us.
Yes. No, I'm definitely doing that. I've never seen it, so you guys are going to
Don't watch it. Let it be fresh.
You're probably going to be very, this is a natural reaction, because when Steph and I watched it, we were very angry with each other. We were like, why did you make me do this?
You're going to be so mad.
But if that was actually a very consequential show for us, because we quit the show multiple times during taping, and also that's when we announced Marvelous Divas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
So it's actually one of our most popular shows. I don't know why. I mean, it's probably because people are hearing us have a breakdown.
Yeah, they're probably like, we want to see what you guys, how crazy you guys are going watching this movie right now.
It's a different world. No, that said, I would prefer watching the holiday special over, I don't know, Age of Ultron, but
Age of Ultron only because of Daddy James Spader.
But you could just watch the Blacklist.
Just watch the Blacklist.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But also the robot thing. I mean, but I use pictures for that, so it's fine.
Yeah. Just don't watch the movie on 4K. I discovered recently that movie didn't age well, special effects wise. Okay. No. So. But Kari, where can people find you and consume your content, all that kind of stuff?
Twitter and TikTok is right here, Star Wars Tia, same thing right here. And then Instagram is Kari, like my first name, Skywalker, all together. And you can find all my nerdy, unhinged, thirsting, opinions, comments, and stuff. So
there's a reason why we're friends.
I know, and I always also love that you set up a Twitter account. I'm not loving some of the assholes that come for you, but you handle. Yeah, you deal with that shit very well. I can't take it.
No.
Yeah, I know. Get me. It keeps us young. It keeps us young. I mean, I have to constantly remind myself that Steph is much more hardcore and stronger than me. So when I see people coming for her in TikTok, I kind of want to jump in, but I know that she has a far more intelligent.
She just comes in swooping to in my comments or other people's comments, which takes them. Then I'm like, my girl.
Look,
feeding me
today. Don't get crossed with me around. That's just not going to happen.
Nope.
Good stuff.
Awesome. Steph, I think we're ready for outro.
Oh my god. Okay.
Can you outro with Boomer?
Boomer. Outro with Boomer.
Yeah.
Boomer's like, I don't work for you. You have this relationship backwards. Okay, we're doing an outro. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Everybody in the chat and the comments, you guys were so awesome that you were actually super distracting and I had to turn you off. But I love you guys. Thank you so much. If you would like to hang out with us, do you want me to talk about the podcast or are you going to do that? We're so organized.
I don't know.
Okay. So we, as I mentioned at the top of the show, we have two podcasts. This whole visual media thing isn't our only bag. We have Dark Side Divas, where we're going through the entire Star Wars story in chronological order, and Marvelous Divas, where we're going through the entire MCU in chronological order. Tune in. Listen, you will love it. And if you don't, leave us a 5-star review anyway. If you want to hang out with us in between all of our appearances, audio and visual, you can. We're on all the social medias. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok as at Dark Side Divas for the Star Wars side and at Marvelous_Divas for the Marvel side.
Wow, you handled that brilliantly. We also have a bunch of... I know. We also have a bunch of stuff. I'm kidding. So we have a swag store, redbubble.com/official divas, where you can buy t-shirts and mugs, all kinds of stuff with our logos on it. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/divas podcast, where we do all kinds of events. People are going to watch me cry watching Clone Wars. I think later tonight. No, not this episode. The next one for sure. And then we also have this YouTube channel where you're watching us on. It would be really cool if you can subscribe, give us a thumbs up. And also, once again, I want to second what Steph said. Thank you all so much for joining us. This is our first official live stream that's out in the open. Awesome. And we really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Nailed it.
We're so good. Nailed it.
Thank you guys.
All right, thanks everybody.
Bye guys. I love you, everybody in the chat too. Bye.
No purring. All right. Later, y'all.
Okay. Bye. Is it done? Are we out?